Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. Last time, I believe we continued to expand our cells out this way. Look at this. We have what can only be called, actually, honestly, a tiny little quantity of cells that are just sitting here. 18 prisoners is really not much of a prison when you think about it. Just saying. We got solitary up and running for when these disgusting degenerates, which I'm sure at some... Ooh, what the heck? Hold up. What is this guy's name? Borcherding? What the heck? After being attacked by a seagull at the beach and receiving a scar on his left cheek, he swore revenge. He filled 6 scuba tanks with hydrogen, buried them in a seagull reserve, and blew them up. No seagulls were harmed during this incident. And yet, okay, Tom Borcherding, that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna say you definitely weren't convicted for having blown up a seagull reserve, which I'm pretty sure isn't even a thing. I'm pretty sure Tom Borcherding is actually here because he's completely insane. And I guess they don't have, I guess they don't have mental hospitals here. They just send him to prison. Which, I mean, I guess, you gotta do what you gotta do? Question mark? No, it's probably not the best response to that situation, actually, when you think about it. No, they should probably try a bit harder there. So, what do we need to get done here outside of offing Borcherding at some point? Probably Stubbs? Stubbs? Yeah, Stubbs, can you stab him at some point? Stubbs is going to be our man in the inside. He's going to be the best. He's just a carjacker, and I mean, being a carjacker is pretty darn bad. He's not quite as bad as Elson, who's in for kidnapping and rioting. Rioting? Jeez, Ellison, you better not start a riot in here, or I swear you're done. And when I say you're done, I mean we're gonna, like, execute you out in the yard, publicly, to intimidate the other prisoners, because, we do not stand for such things. That is ridiculous. Let's see, we need to get a bit of piping down here just to get the, staff room all dealt with in terms of heating. And I think that should be enough for heating. Can we see like a weather overlay? Where even are the overlays? I don't even know. We need to speed things up as well. Yeah, I don't know where the overlays are. I don't care anymore. I had like a 5-second brief window of caring, and it's since disappeared. We do have another grant that we can take, so maybe we can get something there. What can we see? We've got staff well-being, build a staff room, have at least 5 guards without assigned duties, ensure none of your staff are exhausted. Honestly, at this point, that sounds like easy money, quite frankly. So we just got in. How much money did we just get from that? I don't even know. I have no clue. I don't think we got any to begin with. We need at least 5 guards without assigned duties. So I think really we're just gonna need like another guard, and we're probably due for that. Just saying, yeah, there we go. We just got that grant. Guys, everyone, just pat yourselves on the back. That was an amazing achievement. We worked long and hard to get that 10 grand, even though it just so happens that we put no effort into it. Check it out. They're all just doing their stuff in the toilet. That's perfect. Oh, this is the best toilet ever. And people have privacy for once in this prison. And it's just a revolving door. That's disgusting, actually, when you think about it. There's a lot of people using that toilet constantly. And they don't even care. Like, we don't give them those little, like, paper things that you put over the toilet. No. They don't get any of that. They just have to, like, suck it up and maybe, like, squat on the bowl because ain't nobody gonna touch that. Not happening. Anyway. Let's see. So we need another grant because we just completed our first grant because we're the best, and apparently we're really good at that. What do we want? Not reform through education. That's the worst. Never gonna do that. Like, getting one prisoner to pass a general education course is the worst thing ever. What's this? Security procedures certification. Hire a security chief. Hire 10 guards. Assign 3 guards to patrol routes. Okay. I don't know where that's going to be in bureaucracy right now. Looks like we do have security, so we can actually get this done. We can get patrols going, and Yeah, totally. We're going to be, like, super amazing. We're going to get patrols. And at some point, we're going to need deployment. And what's the warden going to do? Micromanagement? Gives you tools to micromanage, unlocks food logistics, deployment scheduler. Don't care. Don't care. Boring. Don't care. What else do we want? Prison policy? Unlocks prison policy, allowing you to increase and decrease punishments. Not necessary right now. We will need that at some point. I think psychology is gonna be useful so we can get a gauge of who these disgusting people are that are in our prison that I don't like, because they're disgusting people who need to be separated from society because they're carjackers. And you know what? In the modern era, jacking a car is basically the equivalent of stealing a horse. You don't just do that. I mean, people need those things, both horses and cars. Less so do they need horses nowadays than they need cars. But you get the idea. We've got a new police chief as well, just saying. He's going to get a nice desk, chair, all the amenities. I don't think he needs more than one filing cabinet. Just saying, but honestly, what office of a police chief is not complete without, like, either a radio or a TV? Given that we are in 2017, we should not be giving our police chiefs radios, because nobody uses a radio. Who uses a radio? That's ridiculous. Nobody does that. Foreman, are you not doing any research? Get out of the foreman's office, chief. What are you doing? Like, he didn't invite you in there. The foreman and the chief actually hate each other. It's a pretty bad, actually. We kind of want them to work together, but they are having none of it. None at all. And by the way, we just got janitors, just saying. That's going to be, like, the most important thing that we got there. Speaking of janitors, wait, do we already have a cleaning cupboard? No, we don't have a space for a cleaning cupboard, so we're going to have to set that up. Speaking of janitors, it's going to go probably right along, right in here. This will be perfect. We'll have, will that be perfect? It's going to be a pretty small cleaning cupboard. See, we want to do some planning where we get a cleaning cupboard, like, up in here. I think we're just going to need to close off this little area here and have, like, that be the cleaning cupboard, because it doesn't need to be too big. It just needs to be large enough. And then we just kind of close off this particular wall right here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, we'll need some form of access to this little area here. This one. Because we can throw, like, a boiler in there. We don't really want those inside. I don't like those inside. I like to keep them as far away from prisoners as possible, and that happens to be on the outside. Oh yes. I did. Ooh, hey, check it out. We got a picture. Oh, look, they're eating. Oh, he's so confused about a piece of broccoli. Dude, it's just broccoli. Calm down. I know that you didn't expect it. You just expected gruel in a prison, which I understand, because I was only expecting gruel to be served here, but apparently... Oh my word. I just noticed how much damage that did. Jeez. Prisoners currently... Hey, workers, let's move. Prisoners currently have full access to the power station. You know what they can do with that? Something, I'm sure. I mean, they're resourceful, right? They do stuff. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to deal with that in some way. So if we could not have that be a thing, that'd be amazing. What are we putting in here? Cleaning cupboard? Right there. Perfect. Cleaning cupboard all set up, and we're gonna get ourselves 2 janitors straight up. Because, oh my word, this place is disgusting, and we need right now to get this all cleaned up. This is just terrible. Like, look at all the scuff marks. There's probably, like, blood and whatever this is. I'm not even sure. There's vomit over here. There's the yard is terrible. I mean, they're not going to fix that. We need gardeners, but we're getting there regardless. Everyone's doing research, by the way. Good for you. That's exactly what we need. And we still haven't taken another loan? Right, we need to actually take that one. That's going to give us a 10 grand advance. Yo, what's going on? One prisoner has been searched unnecessarily. Get over it. Speaking of searching unnecessarily, we do actually need to, since we put in these metal detectors, do a bit of a shakedown. Just to make certain. Because we need to make sure nobody got a fork or a spoon in this area before the shakedown occurred. Not before the shakedown, but before the metal detectors occurred. And, oh, look, a knife. I mean, guys, it's not surprising that there's a knife in the kitchen. Just saying, that doesn't count as contraband. I mean, I'm pretty sure our chefs have to use knives. Unfortunately, eventually our prisoners will have to use knives as well. Poison. Okay, poison in the stack of potatoes is definitely a problem. I don't know who brought that in, but you're not allowed to do that. That is terrible. We also need to, finally, get a nice fence around this area because, again, prisoners come in here. And if we just have an open plan out here, they can just walk out. I mean, we don't want our dudes walking out. That's terrible. Like, that would be actually the worst. So if we get that closed off, that should be nice. And eventually, when I say eventually, I should probably do it really quickly. We need to get a perimeter fence around the entire structure as well. Because, yeah, again, we don't want them getting out. Speaking of that, we should probably stop the installation of these. We should tear these down. And instead of building them here, we're going to extend these perimeter fences out. And we'll just have the roadblocks. I'll say we have the roadblocks up here. That'll be a long ways for our guards do have to open the roadblocks, just saying. And it'll be a long ways for them to go if we set it up here. So I guess... Nah, we'll keep our roadblock here. We'll instead have a little staff door coming out of here. Right there. Can you please stop dismantling that? Can you not? Okay, no, he's going to tear it apart anyway. He doesn't seem to care. That's how it's going to go, I guess. Such is life. So we'll have a little staff door going out that way. We can have, like, a little staff section here to get around this side of the fence. Maybe, questionably. No, I don't think we can do that. We can make a door out here. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. And we'll just, like, close this off right here. Actually, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, not exactly sure how we're going to do this perimeter fence, but I swear it's going to get done eventually, and it's going to look terrible. But you're all going to have to get over it because I don't care. You know what? Perimeter fences are not the most important thing to have perfectly set up, because although technically they are the thing that keeps all our prisoners in the prison, don't worry about it. If it's not properly set up, it'll get dealt with. So we'll have that fence there, and then I guess we have a fence just here. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. This is terrible. I am very sorry. I'm going to apologize to all people who care about proper prison building. This is very poor prison building. Why did I set these to be demolished? That's not acceptable. We just want everything up here demolished. And I'm sure at some point we'll get this suited so that it's not so terrible, but you know, that'll happen later. It's okay. It's okay. What we really need is to get to the point of having enough guards to actually run this situation, or even better, I'm pretty sure you can hook these up to servos, I think. Yo, dude, we can hire a gardener? Boom! Grant completed. Have we completed like 2 grants so far? That's amazing. Anyway, so I was going to say, what we really need is to get a full-on perimeter fence with like the whole wall and enough guards or like servos hooked up to stuff to get everything working. Just saying. Oh, look, staff meals. Dude, those look like nice little triangle sandwiches. How nice. How nice. Prisoner acclimatization. I don't want people working. No, don't. Prisoners don't get to work. That's disgusting. No, we'll get that eventually. What we should probably do at this point is visitation rights, honestly. That's going to be what we need. Yo, who is freaking out? Who has serious complaints? Anybody have serious complaints right now? You. What's up with you? Suppressed injured. He's on lockdown. Okay, I see. Can we get a guard in here, by the way? Can we just take a... Hey, guard, don't... Okay, guard's on break. Guard, go check out what's going on in here. I'm concerned about the situation. I'm not 100% certain that these guys aren't doing something terrible, like trying to kill each other, even though they're all in separate cells, and it's going to be really, really hard to kill each other when they're all in separate cells, but, you know, they're going to have to deal with it. Why did that guy get injured? We need a psychologist, like, ASAP, because I'm thinking the only reason he'd get injured is if he's, like, a snitch. Because I didn't even notice that there was a fight, which is pretty bad, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to be paying attention to. I'm pretty sure that's my job, making sure that people don't get killed up in here, but apparently I'm not very good at that. Anyway... Jeez. Yeah, no, this is not going to go well for these poor guards. We do have guard patrols now, finally. So let's get a guard patrol going down here. Assign... Oop, that's not how you do that. Assign a single guard there. Any other patrols we want? Eventually we'll get deployment and we'll be able to actually have people, like, walking around. But I think... in terms of patrols, the only other thing we want is maybe, like, a full-on this hallway patrol. That should be fine. We need at least 3 guards assigned to patrol routes right now, and we need 10 guards total. So, let's get ourselves 4 more guards. How much do they cost? 100 per day? Yeah, we can afford that. There we go. New grant. 3 grants in 1 episode. This is new. This is amazing. We also have only 1 more prisoner than we have guards, which is kind of a disgusting use of resources, just saying. And at this point, now that we've got the patrols set up, we should actually be able to see stuff more often than we do now because, just saying, not having vision of the cells for so long was quite a thing. That was not what I wanted. So once we actually get deployment, which is going to be what our nice dude is doing next, we'll be able to deploy people to, like, the canteen. We'll be able to get them in the yard. And there will literally be no place in this entire prison that a prisoner can ever hide from us. You hear that, Stubbs? Stubbs, where are you, Stubbs? That's Stubbs. Yeah, I can see Stubbs. I recognize Stubbs. No, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, that you can hide from us. Not gonna happen. Never. Okay. Oh, are there no lights in the cleaning cupboard? Jeez, I need to be on, like, getting lights up in here, because I hate the, auto lights, but we do actually... That does mean I actually have to put lights in places. Are there any lights in solitary? No? Oh, there's 1. Okay, yeah, that's acceptable. See, a solitary is not supposed to be nice. The reality is, it's gonna be bad. And they're just going to have to get over it because that's how life goes. Anyway, it looks like... Ooh, we got 1 hour, 2 minutes for the next group of prisoners. But I think we will save that until next time because at this moment, we are at the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we just unlocked, I think, the psychologist. So we're going to have to get a psychologist up in here, and we're going to have to figure out why in the world Aston Boaton got shanked in some way, or maybe he got a beat down. It's kind of hard to tell. But if that did occur, we need to make certain that we know why. If he's a snitch, we have to separate him and make him our snitch. But we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, until then... Thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.